Let's talk about mushrooms, nature's weirdest, most rewarding crop. These fascinating organisms have been quietly thriving for millions of years, breaking down what's old and transforming it into something new. They're not quite plants, not quite animals, but something entirely their own, an entire kingdom of life that's often overlooked yet absolutely essential to the world around us. Growing your own food is satisfying, but mushrooms? That's next level. There's a special thrill in watching them emerge, seemingly overnight, transforming a humble block of substrate into a bounty of fresh, edible fungi. It's a process that feels almost magical, and it's accessible to anyone with a bit of curiosity and patience. Unlike tomatoes or lettuce, mushrooms thrive in the dark and feed on decay. They turn what would otherwise be waste, old logs, coffee grounds, sawdust, into something delicious and nutritious. This makes them one of the most sustainable crops you can grow at home, and a perfect fit for urban gardeners or anyone short on space and sunlight. When you grow mushrooms, you get to play scientist, chef, and a bit of a magician, all at once. You'll experiment with different species, learn to create the perfect environment, and discover the subtle art of coaxing these mysterious organisms into fruiting. It's a hands-on journey that's as much about discovery as it is about the final harvest. Why bother? The taste. Fresh-picked mushrooms are unbeatable, rich, meaty, and packed with nutrients. When you harvest them yourself, you'll notice flavors and textures that store-bought mushrooms just can't match. From earthy shiitakes to delicate oyster mushrooms, each variety brings something unique to your table. Plus, it's a healthy choice that feels indulgent. Mushrooms are loaded with vitamins, minerals, and antioxidants, yet they're low in calories and fat. They can elevate any meal, turning a simple dish into something gourmet, all while supporting your well-being. The real reward is the process. You nurture microscopic spores into a delicious harvest. Watching the mycelium spread, seeing the first pins form, and finally harvesting your own crop is deeply satisfying. It's a reminder of nature's hidden wonders and your own ability to create something extraordinary from almost nothing. It's hands-on, a little messy, and connects you to your food in a way the grocery store never will. You'll get your hands dirty, learn to read subtle signs from your crop, and develop a new appreciation for the food on your plate. It's a tactile, sensory experience that brings you closer to the rhythms of nature. And let's be honest, telling friends you grew mushrooms in your closet? Instant conversation starter. It's a hobby that's quirky, impressive, and bound to spark curiosity. You might even inspire others to give it a try, spreading the joy of homegrown fungi. If you want a hobby that's unique, challenging, and seriously cool, you're in the right place. Mushroom cultivation is a blend of science, art, and a little bit of adventure. It's perfect for anyone who loves to experiment, learn, and taste the fruits, well, fungi of their labor. We're about to dive into the wild world of homegrown mushrooms. Whether you're a seasoned gardener or a total beginner, there's something here for everyone. Get ready to unlock the secrets of fungi and discover a whole new way to grow your own food. So are you ready to get your hands dirty and start your own mushroom adventure? Let's jump in and explore the fascinating world of fungi together. Picking your mushroom isn't about grabbing any random fungus from the woods. In fact, it's a careful process that starts with understanding which mushrooms are safe, easy to grow, and rewarding for beginners. The world of mushrooms is vast and fascinating, but not every variety is suitable for home cultivation, especially if you're just starting out. Some wild mushrooms can be toxic or difficult to identify, so it's always best to begin with tried and true varieties that are both safe and delicious. Stick to safe, delicious varieties, especially as a beginner. When you're new to mushroom growing, it's tempting to want to try everything at once, but focusing on a few reliable types will help you build confidence and skills. Edible mushrooms like oysters, shiitakes, and buttons are widely available, well documented, and forgiving for first-timers. These varieties have been cultivated for generations, so there's plenty of guidance and support available. Oyster mushrooms are the best starter, fast-growing, colorful, and not picky about their food. They thrive on a variety of substrates, from straw to coffee grounds, making them incredibly versatile for home growers. Their vibrant colors and unique shapes add excitement to your growing space, and they're known for their mild, savory flavor that works well in countless recipes. Plus, oysters are resilient and forgiving, bouncing back from minor mistakes that might trip up other varieties. If you're looking for a mushroom that will reward you quickly, oysters are your best bet. They can go from spore to harvest in just a few weeks, giving you a fast sense of accomplishment and a delicious reward for your efforts. Shiitakes are a bit more demanding, but their deep, smoky flavor is worth the wait. They prefer hardwood logs or sawdust blocks, and they take a little longer to mature, sometimes several months. But the payoff is huge. Shiitakes are prized in kitchens around the world for their rich umami taste and meaty texture. Growing them teaches patience and attention to detail, and the first time you harvest your own shiitakes, you'll understand why so many growers fall in love with this variety. Button mushrooms, and their cousins, cremini and portobello, are familiar but need composted manure and a bit more care. These classic mushrooms are the ones you'll find in most grocery stores, and they're a staple in many dishes. However, they require a specific growing medium and careful attention to moisture and cleanliness. If you're up for a slightly bigger challenge, they're a great next step after mastering oysters. My advice? Start with oysters for quick success and confidence. Their forgiving nature and rapid growth make them perfect for learning the basics of mushroom cultivation. You'll get to see the entire life cycle unfold before your eyes, from tiny pins to full-grown clusters. And you'll gain valuable experience that will help you tackle more challenging varieties later on. They're the training wheels of mushroom growing. With oysters, you can experiment, make mistakes, and still end up with a tasty harvest. They'll teach you about humidity, airflow, and substrate preparation, all essential skills for any mushroom grower. Once you've mastered them, try shiitakes or buttons for a new challenge. Each new variety you grow will introduce you to different techniques and flavors, expanding your knowledge and your palate. Don't be afraid to experiment, but always do your research and follow trusted guides. Don't rush. Learn one variety well before moving on. Mastering the basics with a single type will set you up for long-term success and help you avoid common pitfalls. Take your time to observe, take notes, and enjoy the process. Each mushroom has its quirks, but the journey is half the fun. You'll discover new things with every batch you grow, and the sense of accomplishment you get from harvesting your own mushrooms is hard to beat. Pick your favorite, get to know it, and enjoy the ride. Whether you're growing for food, fun, or curiosity, the right mushroom can turn a simple hobby into a lifelong passion. The right choice makes all the difference. Let's get growing and see where your mushroom journey takes you. Every mushroom needs a place to call home, a cozy environment where it can thrive and grow. But it's not just about a place to live. Your mushroom also needs a source of food, something to fuel its journey from tiny spore to full-grown fruiting body. That's where the substrate comes in. Think of it as both the bed and the breakfast for your mushrooms, a nourishing foundation that supports healthy growth and abundant harvests. Oyster mushrooms are famously unfussy. They'll happily grow on a wide range of materials: straw, sawdust, coffee grounds, even plain old cardboard. This makes them perfect for beginners and anyone looking to recycle kitchen scraps or garden waste. If you want the simplest route, pasteurized straw is your best friend. Just chop it up, soak it in hot water to kill off unwanted microbes, and drain it well. It's quick, cheap, and effective. Shiitake mushrooms, on the other hand, are a bit more particular. They thrive on hard wood, either in the form of logs or sterilized sawdust blocks. This mimics their natural habitat and gives them the nutrients they crave. Growing on logs means drilling holes and plugging them with spawn, then sealing them up to keep out pests. Sawdust blocks require careful sterilization, often in a pressure cooker, to create a clean slate for your mushrooms to colonize. No matter which substrate you choose, cleanliness is absolutely crucial. Always wash your hands thoroughly, wipe down your work surfaces, and keep your tools and containers as clean as possible. The reason? Mushrooms aren't the only things that love a rich, moist substrate. Mold and bacteria do too. If you're not careful, you might end up with a science experiment gone wrong instead of a delicious harvest. So approach this step like a surgeon prepping for an operation. Gloves, masks, and a tidy workspace can make all the difference between success and disappointment. The right substrate, prepared with care and placed in a clean container, gives your mushrooms the very best start in life. It sets the stage for strong, healthy mycelium and eventually, a bountiful crop. Of course, it can get a little messy. Bits of straw everywhere, damp hands, and the occasional spill. But honestly, that's part of the fun. Embrace the chaos and enjoy the process. If you get this step right, you're already halfway to a fantastic mushroom harvest. The effort you put in now will pay off in beautiful, healthy mushrooms down the line. So, are you ready to prep your mushroom's new home? Gather your materials, clear your workspace, and let's dive into the rewarding world of mushroom substrates together. Time for inoculation. Introducing your mushroom spawn to the substrate. Spawn is grain or sawdust already colonized by mycelium, ready to spread. For straw or sawdust, use grain spawn. Break it up and mix evenly into your substrate. More contact points mean faster colonization. For shiitake logs, use plug spawn drill holes, tap in the plugs and seal with wax. Clean tools and quick work keep contaminants out. You don't need a lab, just a little care. Every step here sets the stage for a healthy mushroom crop. Be the gatekeeper. Let only the right fungus in. Once inoculated, your job is to give the mycelium time and space. This is where the magic begins. Keep it clean, keep it simple. You're almost there. Now create the perfect environment for your mushrooms. Incubation comes first. Darkness, warmth, 65-75 degrees Fahrenheit, and steady conditions. A closet or basement works great. Pack your inoculated substrate into a bag or bucket with holes for air. After a few weeks, the substrate turns white, mycelium has taken over. Time for fruiting, add light, boost humidity, and drop the temperature a bit. A simple fruiting chamber, a plastic tote with holes does the trick. Mist the walls daily to keep humidity high. Soon, you'll see baby mushrooms forming. You're running a mini ecosystem. Just keep it moist and watch the magic. Science experiment meets homegrown food. You've set the stage, now wait. Patience is key as the mycelium works its magic. One day tiny pins appear, your first mushrooms. They'll double in size daily, so keep misting to prevent drying out. For oysters, harvest when caps flatten but edges still curl down. Wait too long and they'll drop spores and lose texture. For shiitakes, cut at the stem when caps are open but not upturned. Harvesting is simple. Twist off clusters or cut individual mushrooms. The feeling of holding your own fresh mushrooms? Unbeatable. You've turned a bag of straw into a gourmet meal. Enjoy the fruits of your patience and care. This is what it's all about. Time to taste your success. Not ready for straw pasteurizing or log drilling? Try a mushroom kit. Kits are pre-colonized blocks, just cut, mist, and watch them grow. Most kits feature oysters, but lion's mane and shiitake are options too. Place the kit out of direct sunlight and mist daily. In a week or two, you'll see pins, then a full cluster ready to harvest. Kits almost guarantee success and build confidence. You'll learn what healthy mycelium and fruiting look like. After a kit, you'll be ready to try the full process. It's a hands-on, edible tutorial. For a small investment, it's the best way to start. Give it a try, you'll be hooked. Want to go wilder? Grow mushrooms outdoors. Outdoor beds are perfect for wine cap mushrooms. Just layer cardboard, wood chips, and spawn in a shady spot. Water, wait, and let nature do the rest. After months, mushrooms pop up after rain, like foraging in your own yard. Shiitake logs work outside too. Inoculate, stack in shade, and soak to trigger fruiting. Outdoor methods take patience, but the payoff is big. Less control, more surprise. Your garden becomes a mushroom patch with minimal effort. These projects can produce for years. Let nature lend a hand. Sometimes the best harvests are the ones you wait for. Congratulations, you're officially a mushroom farmer. You've gone from curious to capable, and your first harvest is just the start. Savor your mushrooms, saute, stir-fry, or toss them on pizza. Nothing beats the taste of homegrown. Ready for more? Try new varieties, experiment with substrates, or scale up your setup. Each mushroom brings new lessons and flavors. This hobby can be as simple or as complex as you want. You're in control. Explore, experiment, and enjoy. Growing mushrooms is about curiosity, patience, and discovery. Whether you stick with kits or build a backyard mushroom garden, you've done something amazing. You've turned a dirty job into a delicious reward. Call yourself a mushroom farmer, you've earned it. Now what will you grow next?